Mhm. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. A beautiful Sunday morning here in sunny South Australia. I'm trying to think where do I live? It's Port Elliot, South Australia, and I'm hearing some children playing, and because it's a weekend, I dare say they're in their holiday home and having a lovely time. The breeze going through the trees. I'm Boundy, psychic medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. And I have got the Lenormand deck this weekend. I didn't switch over to the Kipper deck, so we'll go across to the cards and see what messages they are bringing for us. And I'll just pop that on screen so you know where the website is if you need detailed individual readings that are personalised to you. Okay. Here we go. And I find that colour really interesting because the tablecloth is actually a purple, not the blue. So it's so interesting how the sunlight, that light filters so differently every time. Certainly, it's a blue grey deck as far as the cover goes, but it's weird how the light is really reacting with the cards. So there we go. I'm using the Mystical Lenormand deck, which is by Regula Elizabeth Feichter, and the artist is, I can never remember, Urban Trosh. Okay, so what we've got here for the day today, I read the cards as the theme is the central card. We've got the home space on the left and the workspace on the right, as far as how I'm reading the energetics. So with the theme, we've got the moon, which is card 32. You can hardly see the numbers on this deck, the way the art's been done, but hey, that's okay. That is the moon. And we've got card 35. You can just see the 35. This is the anchor card, not a pelican. It is a pelican, but it's the anchor card. So that's what we have in the home space. And then card 16 are the stars. It's not the globe or the, what's that thing, telescope or the cat. There we have the stars, and it looks so beautiful and calm. And I love it. In the workspace, this is. Okay, so I'm just going to zoom that in so that we get just the cards and we can focus a bit more on what they have for us. Now, because it is a different deck, and we don't use it very often, every so often I am going back to using the guidebooks. It's not just because of my memory, but because every creator of a deck will put their own variety of interpretation on the cards compared to others of what we know traditionally of the Lenormand decks. So I'm just turning the page now. As you can see, it's a very tiny little guidebook because they're tiny little cards. They are quite small. So here we have card 32, the moon, and the guidebook itself is saying, I just get a feeling that I've moved the webcam here for some reason. It's a bit high. Let me just readjust that. That's better. So card 32 with the moon denotes that you can count on success, acknowledgement and promotion. So it also stands for intuition, psychic powers and the soul. So it's those deep inner aspects of self, and it's that nurturing of the light shining. It's not just reflecting the light from the sun, even though we know physically in the world of physics that that is how the moon shines, is that it's that light from the sun shining. So on all the surface of the moon, it's the earth that brings in those different arcs and times of when the orbit goes around our globe, the earth. The sun has a different aspect that it shines through on the moon. It's how we get those phases of the moon is what I was thinking of. Not quite sure what phase we're at the moment, but anyway, it does touch on that is our inner work, our bringing that is the shadows into the light, and that shift as we go through those cycles. And it happens with us on an emotional level. It can happen with as we know, the tide shift because of the moon, the gravity, and that sort of thing, that pull. And I don't fully understand the physics of it. I mean, I know I did it at school and all the rest, and every so often you pop up with it occasionally again. But what we are looking at is the moon and how it is that allows rest. It allows the looking more deeply into the soul. It allows that connection with, well, spirit, I suppose, but we can have that connection at any point in time. But our emphasis today is on that is inner work, that sense of connection with the psychic senses we have, and really touching into the spiritual. Excuse me, I had a bit of a cough there. We can just see the shepherd has his dog there looking after the sheep. So it is that nurturing and looking after that is where we have responsibilities and things like that we are taking that really in our stride, in our level of abilities and all that we have as our influence and connection, and most especially with the inner self, our connection, the soul self that's connecting with our spiritual, our realm, those who are our helpers, whether it be the angels or spirits who have passed on, those who are part of family who help us, and everything else that is the psychic. I love the look of the sheep. It's just so calming, isn't it? Anyway, let's see who's popped in, because I can see that Christy's here. So hi, Roz from Christy. Good morning to you. Oh, can't remember whether you're this side of the world or the other, and it's a good evening. Don't know. And this one I know is not far away. So good morning from Shaz. So morning, girlfriend. Hi to everyone in Facebook world. And I'm off to the local races today. Time to dress and mingle. Oh, interesting. It's been so long since I've been to the races. I wouldn't remember what it's like. Many, many, many years ago in a corporate space at the time. Anyway, here we are. Have fun, Shaz. And here we are. Ah, Christie's Canada. Yeah, I had wondered. So thanks for popping in and for your evening. I bet it's starting to get a bit cold over there too. Yeah, good evening. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Christy. I've got a few friends in Canada. I haven't visited them. It's only been virtually by this means. Now, anchor. It is something that holds us steady. So, and for it's for the moment of time. So when the chain is actually attached to what you're wanting to have held steadily, it usually is a boat, hence the pelican and the sea. But it doesn't absolutely have to be. It can be something that you've got that you don't want to move in the wind, as well. So what we've got is that steadfastness, making sure that the attachment that we have, that we're holding, this piece here, get your D clamp, your D connection, D shackle, and etc., and have it held tightly to your boat, or have it held tightly to your car, or have it held tightly to a tent, or whatever you want to anchor down. That what we are doing is holding steady for whatever purpose we need in that moment, because we could be out there fishing physically today. It looks like it could be a wonderful day for that, at least here. And this is a seaside town, and I'm sure there's going to be quite a few boats out that are fishing through the day today. So focus on what you're doing at that point in time that you have the anchor holding you. Another way of looking at it is standing steady with your feet firmly on the ground, and really standing up for what you're needing to do, or say with someone. So it could be holding your ground in a conversation that's developed into an argument even. Hopefully not that for you, but you're getting the drift of what this might mean for you today. Okay. And Shaz is saying, yeah, we're also invited to the corporate event there. Well, it's lovely to have those invitations. I enjoyed it at the time, but it's not something that I'm interested in repeating. I'm not into horse racing. And the marquee today, hopefully the wind is gentle. For the moment here, it is gentle, but it says half an hour away, isn't it, Shaz? So hopefully it's a wonderful day. There's a few little clouds coming through, but it still looks beautiful. Now, as we're moving to the workspace, and it is Sunday, remember, so we can have a bit of a relaxed workspace. I absolutely love the archway that we're looking through here with this particular depiction, and how we can choose which of the stars we're going to focus in on with this telescope. I'm not sure if this globe must be the cosmic one, the one that's of the stars out there. It doesn't look like it's one that's the Earth. This is the perspective of the stars. Now, that's one thing I've never seen the globe of stars before, not physically. That'd be very interesting to have that, because the constellations are something that connected in with our energies of the moon and the psychic senses that we're looking at holding more true and consciously today, that what we can do is also look at what our star patterns are and look at the astrology and how that works with our work situations. So whether you've got time to look at your astrology, and here it looks like the ephemeris that might be there, or a notebook they're taking notes of, um, what is happening there. Maybe a new star is discovered. And the cat being there as a companion, it's almost like the witch and her familiar in some sense, being framed by those that look very angelic. And that cosmic sense of no distance. There's distance and there's no distance. It's never ending. It's a beautiful card. I really like that. So, if you ever have the opportunity to learn a bit about astrology, if you don't know already, or take up doing a bit more study on it today, either through I've got a program that's called Astro Gold, so that's the one that I use, and it's quite a nifty little program. So, do take some time possibly to look at your astrology if you can. And I've got some more comments coming through. I'll just put them up because Max, yeah, an excuse to go fishing. Do you have water close by where you are, Max? And good evening to you as well. And Max is saying, have a great day to everyone. Lovely. Missed you yesterday too on our session. Lovely to have you here. And good evening to you. Shaz is saying to those, to Max and to Christy. And Christy is saying the arch reminds of gateways. And that's absolutely where I get that feeling of you passing into something that is the other realm. Something, it is that, almost seems like a rite of passage to shift across into whatever that is being revealed, through our psychic senses here. And it's not like it's work either. It feels like it's a journey of fantastical proportions. I'll say it that way. I'm loving the cards today. And especially if you do astral traveling as part of your psychic sensing tools type of thing, remember to have yourself anchored with that silver cord. And those who know. If you, what's the letters for that? If you know, you know. Otherwise, something. Anyway, that one. There's an acronym for it. If you know, you know. So a beautiful message to really delve into that is our inner self and our connection with our psychic abilities, with our all of the tools of who we are, how we put it out and into the world as well, because our light is shining. And our stars will shine for us in our workspace. We'll get the recognition and acknowledgement as well. It's not that that's why we do it. It's because we love that sense of connection with the spirit world and the acknowledgement that we can have that we are being seen in all aspects. Because if you know, you know. Okay. So that feels just so wonderful seeing that message that we've got there for each and every one of us today. So, and Christy's saying good evening to Sharon. Oh, what did the stars say? I did say it from the guidebook, didn't I? I hadn't turned the page. What does it say? Oh, hang on, let me go back to that because the star, as we're looking at them, the stars, I didn't say it from the guidebook. Another card of luck, depending on the questions asked, it indicates that a matter will succeed. So the card is success. It also stands for intuition, spirituality, psychic powers, and astrology. So I mentioned all the things that it was that it was from the guidebook without even reading it. And so that one's a spot on meaning for what I've learnt over the years as far as the stars card goes. Wow. Did I even read the one from the anchor? I can't remember even. I had it on the same page. Oh, goodness. This is where the lovely greying hair is translating into forgetfulness at times. Did I read the anchor? Oh, no, I didn't. Let's go back to that one too. I've got time. You can blend all this in whatever way it means something for you. So from the book, this card stands for work, job, training, and stability. It almost needs to be swapped over to the workspace, but maybe you've got a little bit of work in your home space. So if you have questions regarding your work and your job, look at the cards around it. So that's referencing the grand tableau. But it is about the work and stability in that. So maybe it's something that you're working from home. Don't work today, just have some fun. That's what I'm feeling with it. Spend some time with your psychic side and really tap into what is that inner self and what Spirit's got as messages for you to learn and grow from. So that then when you do need to be out and about in your workspace, your work tasks and everything, that it can be from that pure heart of the essence of you. Okay. Now I'm going to leave it there. It is a Sunday morning and I am resting today. Exactly that. I thought, well, I still need to do one more thing. I've got some mushrooms that I'm dehydrating, so I've got to rotate them. So that's my work in the home. That's it. Thanks, Roz from Shaz. So thank you, each and every one of you. And keep being the best you that you can. And we'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.